はず。もう持てない。マジか。ライフルにしようぜ、やっぱ。遠距離から撃つには、やっぱライフルいいでしょ。お、当たった。闇に支配、違う違う、雲。
The spiders aren't really the work of the enemy. They're a side effect. A part of the dark place's less significant fauna that has managed to slip through the opening I made when I arrived. Less an animal than an idea that has assumed the form of an animal. Makes them no less dangerous. But at least they're a little easier to deal with. The darkness doesn't protect them like the Taken, and thus they can be destroyed by either light or bullets right away. The pressure of success got to me. My wife Alice was the sole thing in my life that anchored me. Suddenly it wasn't enough. I couldn't write anymore. I distracted myself with wild parties and whatever trouble I could scare up. I wallowed in the drama of my life, sure that Alice would stick with me even though she didn't sign up to be the lifeline of a tortured artist. It was my dumb luck she's not the type to give up.
アリスも頑張ってフォローしようとしてくれてたんだよな。
Hello? I'm Dr. Rachel Meadows and
それはびっくりするわ。
Wait a moment, it's you. I can't believe you dare show your face around
武
here
器持ってる
again.
もん。ここで来んのか。危ない危ない。はい。オッケーオッケー。はい。あいつ何どこ行った？一発いいね。一発ありがたいわ。開けてくれ。見てた今の倒しましたよ。帰ってそうだよね。
It wasn't me. I just looked like him.
Are you serious? That's what you're going with? Please.
I'm trying to stop him. You saw those shadow things trying to kill me, right? I bet he got along with them just fine.
Yes. Yes.
いいんかい。
All right. Come on in.
Thank you.
なんて楽勝なんだ。ちょろいもんだぜ。まさかテレビだ。守りたいこの笑顔とは思わない。誰を誘っているんだ今。スクラッチさんよ。キシムベッド。完全に興味ねえな。満喫してんな。何それ。さあライフル持ったアランが今行きますよ。先行手榴弾か。
Just a moment, I'll send the lift down to you. I didn't expect to see anyone here tonight, but I'm relieved to see an actual person. That's assuming this isn't some kind of cruel trick on your part.
あんなとこに弾薬庫。いたいたいた。ってことはここでも戦闘が繰り広げられちゃう。これね。あげてくれたまえ。こっちみんな。
Doctor, the man who looked like me. What did he want here?
There's a strange astronomical event happening right now. Something I can't begin to classify, but I think it's disabled our satellite. There's a very peculiar signal that we're receiving.
A signal? That's what I'm here for.
Well, so was he. But he didn't seem to understand it at all. He got very angry, sabotaged our imaging array, and now we're blind. I believe the event is still going on, but we can't pick it up.
全部尻拭いしてんじゃん俺。も
Broke is essentially just a special camera, but we can't use the telescope without it. There's a replacement in my car. If you can get that to me, we're back in business.
Consider
う
it
外に
done.
出ろと。分かったよ。シグナルについて教えてくれ。
Tell me more about the signal.
It's almost as if something's being transmitted to Night Springs. It's the strangest thing. It's quite elusive, almost as if it wasn't properly there. I don't know how to describe it.
So, what was the signal like?
I wish I knew. He appeared before I had a good fix on it. He was very pleasant when I was working, but when I isolated the signal, he suddenly forced me out of the control booth. He said it was none of my business. He seemed to change. Somehow he was very smooth and charming before that, but suddenly he became, I'm sorry. I'm not sure I want to talk about it.
いつもその格好で仕事を
I have to ask, do you always
う
wear
ん、
that
確か
at
にちょっ
work?
とセクシーだな。
I was at a party for a local art exhibition. Fascinating works. When I was called away by my assistant, Michael was the first to spot
Michael?
this event. I don't know where he is now, actually. He was supposed to bring us some
Michaelは
food,
もう
but
俺
he
が
never showed up.
Tell me about the event.
Oh, it's quite fascinating. It looks as if stars were changing, somehow. Or shifting positions. It isn't really happening, of course. Most likely it's caused by some kind of atmospheric refraction phenomenon. But I've never seen anything like it.
ミスタースクラッチに乱暴されたのか。乱
Did
暴
he。hurt you?
No, he didn't quite threaten me exactly, but those shadowy things started to crawl into view, and whatever the signal was, he seemed to be extremely frustrated by it. He just started breaking things and left. I thought it best not to interfere.
You were lucky. He's done much worse.
Yes. He showed me a knife, and he kept talking. He enjoyed the sound of his own voice.
まあ俺も武器
A
持ってるけ
proper
どね。
maniac.
懐中電灯
You
と
really
ライ
aren't
フル。
anything like him, are you?
それはそれおかしいだろ。
Believe me, I try very hard not to be.
Good luck.
Mm.
And try to be careful. It's a very expensive part and we don't have a replacement.
偽造あれを
Oh
取ってくる。
dear, that sounded more callous than I intended. Be safe.
Be careful.
This must be your car.
こんなんあったっけ？あれこんな雲のさせたっけな。出た雲です。まあ雲は雲で安心だな。安心じゃねえか。そうか、光で倒せるっすだね、そういや。危な。ふう。でも回復早いなやっぱ。オッケー。まだ音はするけどな。中入れないのかな。あ？お。てって。ててて。
I found it!
Excellent. I'll operate the platform directly below the telescope so you can install the array. Don't worry, it's very easy.
え？ちょっと待ってよ。先。オッケー。あ、オッケーオッケー。はいはい。うん。取り付ける。ガチャコン。
Brilliant, you got it. I'll just run a quick diagnostic on it.
確認早いな。
Yes, it's in perfect order. All right, we're good to go. Let's take a look at the skies.
おお。天体観測。 え
I have to shut this down.
なんでだよ。
There's a problem with the automated coolant system. Somebody just interrupted the flow.
So now what?
Well, you could go and open the secondary coolant flow valves manually. I know it's dangerous.
また
though,
外
but,
行くんかい。
I got it.
please come talk to me if you have questions.
何のための冷却剤なんだ。
Is there something I should know about this coolant thing?
Oh no, it's quite straightforward. The telescope is very heavy, and moving it generates a lot of heat. So do all of the electronics. Overheating could cause damage, so it shuts down automatically if the coolant fluid isn't flowing. And hot electronics generate instrument noise, which we want to eliminate as much as possible.
What is this coolant anyway? Is it dangerous?
We use liquid nitrogen.
液体窒素
It's
かよ。
quite safe.
If I can make it to the valves in one piece.
Yes, there is that. Good luck.
奴がいた時は
I'm assuming you didn't have this kind of trouble using the telescope earlier when my double was here.
No, it went very smoothly. Until he turned into a nutter. This doppelganger of yours doesn't seem to want anyone else to look at this phenomenon. Honestly, it seems a little pointless to me. There are many eyes on the sky.
I'm not sure what we're gonna get once this thing is working again, but I have a hunch. I doubt it has anything to do with
空に書いてあんの？
space, or that anyone else can see it. I think it's a message from me.
For you? That seems unlikely. And even if it were a very localized phenomenon, surely it's visible to others in the area.
Maybe, but I wouldn't bet on it. There's a reason he came here, and a reason he doesn't want me looking at it.
まず近場に行こうか。
Just remember, you need to release all 3 valves. It doesn't matter what order you do it in.
順番気にして OK。もう一個開けちゃった近場を。また雲地帯か。どれ？わお。動いた。距離取って、あ、いたいた。こいつは硬いやつか。あ、俺。オッケーオッケー。やっぱライフルじゃないかな。結構食らったな。自動回復はしないのか。チェックポイントないかな。うわ。痛い。ほい。オッケー。どれ？あ、これこれこれこれ。よし。
Okay, that should do it.
うわ。ポルガイ？ポルタ。ポルタ。危ね。こっから騒がしくなりそうだから早々に帰ろう。わっ。うわあですよね。はい。いいね、やっぱライフル強いな。はい。
I released all the valves, Doctor. Is it working?
Just bear with me a moment. Yes, I believe you've got it
Yes.
sorted. It's working again. Nicely done. That sounds like trouble. I don't think they're happy with our
またか
success.
よ。トラブル続出じゃん。
Look out, they found a way in.
えっ、どっから来てんだよ。はい。 死にな。え、あ、危ない。あ、こいつマジか。あ、危ない。マジ、あ、ちょっと死ぬ、待って、死ぬ。死ぬ。危ない。あ、危ない。さすがにこういうとこか。体力がない。ああ、そうか、こういうことか。どう？
You alright?
オッケーオッケー。
That was
消えた。
intense. I'm sighted in now. I still have no idea what I'm looking at, but it's very strange indeed. Oh, where are my manners? Please, come on up. I'm sorry, I was distracted.
よかった。
Are we receiving the signal now?
Oh, yes, it's coming in loud and clear. It's amazing. I'm not sure what it is yet, let alone where it's coming from, but it's interacting with our system somehow. Like it was intended for us. But I don't understand how that could be.
Maybe that's just how the story goes.
What?
Never mind. Is there a way I can hear it? Or however this is supposed to work?
I think the signal is incomplete somehow. But you should be getting a printout of it now.
プリントアウト。マジかよ。不完全とはどういう意味だ？
What do you mean it's incomplete?
It's almost as if we're only getting a fragment of it.
I need the whole thing. This is important.
I'm sure it is, but this is all we're getting.
Did the man who looks like me get the whole thing?
He locked me out of the booth, so I have no way of knowing. But I can tell you that he didn't really seem to understand it.
空から何か分かった。
So, what's in the sky?
It doesn't make any sense. The stars are just... they're wrong. I thought I'd be able to see something, but it's like I'm looking at a
無
sky
数の
that's
星があって
just...
綺麗だったけどね。
It's not the right sky. But that's impossible.
I consider myself a rational man, Doctor. But this isn't a thing you can measure or explain. I've seen
順応していく。
impossible things that have taught me just to roll with some punches. It's either that or go insane.
I find it disturbing that you sound like you're speaking from ample experience.
使う。
A printout of a signal. It too is a weapon created by the champion of light. In its words, stirs a new reality. But it is incomplete. And yet, it provides a roadmap for the man to follow. A course that will lead him to a place where he may confront his
もし
enemy.
スクラッチの尻拭いしながら次のステージへまた進んでいく。
The drive-in. Once the site of
Drive-in
lurid
shut up!
celluloid fantasies,
びっくりマーク。
it's now the site of an art exhibition. And yet, it's the search for closure rather than culture that brings the champion of light here.
さあ今日もミスタースクラッチのね尻拭いをしていこう。ん？はた、あった。よし。
The Taken were always single-minded. They had a certain animal cunning, but they weren't very intelligent. That's one reason why they prefer melee weapons. Actual firearms are too complex for them to use. That's why seeing the one who threw grenades at me surprised me. But of course, they aren't actually grenades. There's no pin to pull, no
マ
fuse
ジ
to
か
set off an
よ。手榴弾
explosive.
使うの？
Just concentrated darkness.
マップに近くに何かしらアイテム落ちてたら表記が出るね。ハテナ。さっきハテナだったし。ん？なんだ声が聞こえる。ちょっと待って。また NPC か。入れない。 チカチカしてるな。あ、ハテナがあるってことは近くに原稿がある。あったー。はい。ブライトフォールズ。
My writer's block got worse. I didn't sleep much anymore. My life with Alice seemed like a constant fight. I was a wreck. Alice took steps. She booked a vacation in Bright Falls, a small town in Washington. It was supposed to be a chance to break out of the cycle I was in. She didn't know about the darkness in Cauldron Lake.
悪循環は断ち切れない。断ち切れましたか？誰かな話。お、
It's you.
びっくりした。
That's fantastic.
誰？
Are you okay?
Go away. No, I want you. But you'll get angry if you're here. So you gotta go.
あ、待って。
You know I'll do
う
what
わ
you、
ちょ、闇のオーラが。
Okay.
I love you so much. Did you know that love hurts? Are you gonna hurt me now?
これやばいよ。
You should.
Lady, you got darkness on the brain. I think I can help you if I can get the lights on.
ものすごいオーラだ。
You can't turn the power back on. It's not allowed. You said.
So, where shouldn't I go so I don't turn the power back on accidentally?
It's the big building on the other side of the drive-in, but it's locked.
Where's the key? Just so that I know to avoid it.
It's on the wall next to the cash
レジの
register.
横。
But you can't.
あれ来た。
You can't. Don't be bad.
Hey, no problem. I'm just gonna go do some other stuff. Scout's honor.
あれ戻ってきたら変身してるフラグだな。怖っ。とにかく落ち着け。
Just try to stay calm. I've seen this kind of thing before. I
本
think you're
当に
gonna
大丈夫だと思う？
Why did I...
生還したやついるか？
Why is it so hard to think?
You've been touched by darkness. I'm hoping it's not permanent.
Remember when you were here before and you kissed me and then everything got all dark? That was the best.
やっぱ誘ってるけど、この誘いに乗
Where did
ってる
he...
瞬
I mean,
間に
where did I go?
変身して死ぬぞ俺は。
Baby, you don't need to go anywhere. You're here now and you're in my head. You should be in me.
やばい
You
よ。
should touch me.
発煙筒めっちゃあるし。
Not with a 10-foot pole, lady.
ちょっと待って、これ室内ではさすがにマシンガンにしとこう。いる、待って。まだあった。君のせいじゃない。
Hey, just in case there's a part of you in there that's freaking out right now, it's not your fault. I promise I'll do what I can to help you, okay?
I don't... Please go away.
Don't sweat it. I'm just saying that in case you really need to hear it, I've been there.
呼び戻せるかな。
I think there are spiders in my eyes. I think
これはいけませんね。
I'm in
抗ってはいるけど、もう時間の問題だ
I'm
な。
just gonna go now.
倒しときゃいいんじゃないこれ。ダメ？もう助かる見込みないよ。だってここに弾薬庫あるし、めっちゃアイテムあるし。待って、さっきどこ？このよくわからんラジオ。ダメ。早く鍵取っていこう。おいえじゃないんだ、おいえじゃ。始まっちゃう。始まっちゃうよ。よし。怖いけど行こう。
The man has encountered this before. People whose integrity has been suborned by the insidious touch of the darkness. He has experienced it himself, but merciful light burned away the darkness in his brain.
なんだあれ？びっくりした。
Good.
あ、太っちょが硬いなやっぱり。びっくりした。一応周りも見とかないとな。